Alright, so now we're going to keep looking for patterns in c-betting from the cutoff versus the big blind when we're 50 big blinds deep, and see where do we see card matching at work and other observations. So as we're 50 big blinds effective, it actually has a very big bet as a c-bet, with this one betting 7.6. This is a rainbow board, lots of gut shots. Our jacks want protection, queens want protection. Our kings are not using, and aces are not using overbets, but they're still as much, but they're still betting big sizes. And then we complement these, so we have to have some bluffs that complement our overpairs and our 10x's that still need lots of protection. And we are not range betting this board. We are finding checks with all these pairs, and when we have pairs of eights, those are main checks except for our best eights and our two pairs. We're complementing our queens and jacks with betting our queens with the back door and jacks with the back door straights. So say this, mainly we're going to be betting larger when we have the backdoor flush draws because they have more potential later in the hand, but we still are pretty much always betting these. And our aces are, a lot of our aces are falling into that check range, but our worst aces that don't have an overcard to the 4, and our worst kings that don't have an overcard to the 4 are going to be leaning on our bigger sizings. So jacks, queen jack, I used to use this concept. Queen jack is betting a lot as well, but not always using the huge sizing. Just because our queens and jacks want to use the huge sizing doesn't mean that a queen jack wants to use the huge sizing. So you don't exactly card match with your sizings. And then our gut shots are betting small. These are open enders. Small, checking, etc. I guess with the 9x gut shots, we don't have any overcards to the 10, so we don't want to really bloat the pot. So yeah, so we do see some card matching, but it's not as blatant because of the texture of this having two gut shots. Our strategy is less blatant card matching, but there is still in this queen 6, jack 7, queen 6 part of the range where we want to use that end card match. Okay, let's check out 9, 8, 4, which is fairly more connected, but we're gonna have more hands that need protection here. So we have the jacks and 10s have a lot more cards that need protection, but jack 10 is not pure going for it here. And our 9s here are all betting need protection using this huge size, so if this is a bet big or check board, not betting small on this board. So doesn't seem to be so much card matching as I thought there would be. I guess because our 10 X's that we have all have some straight potential, so they don't need to go full on betting. So we take our straight potential into account before we take into account the card matching concept. So first, I guess, first priority is, do we have a pair? If we have a pair, we want to play middle pair passively, top pair very aggressively, and bottom pair generally passively. Not putting crazy amounts of money in, except for our best bottom pairs and our best middle pair kicker wise. There's some card matching, like our 10s. We have king 10 that is matching. Ace 10 favors its more showdown value type than king 10, and so king 10 is using the 10 to card match, basically betting big, and then our jack 10 and queen 10 are gut shots, but king 10 is betting big.